If you give me it, I'm not gonna buy one. Well, no, you can have it. I like having both.
It's still not your lamp. It's still Neil's lamp.
I know, but I would, and I'll give it to you for the time being. No, that'll discourage you from buying one.
You can't negotiate with this kid, Neil. What'd you get?
Some Tokyo chicken burger.
What do you want? Sento. It's my family blade.
Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
I'm not betting Sento on this fight.
Sento would be welcome in my arsenal.
You'll need to pry it from my cold, dead hands.
Sento is even more powerful than you know.
What else can it do, Liu Kang?
Sento contains the souls of my ancestors. They guide me. Anata ga hirakimasu.
We've got a lot of games that have been suggested in the Discord, and I'm very...
This came out the other day. This Defense Matrix blog came out, which is text chat changes, stopping cheating, and improving reporting. I can just say personally, in the last few days, I've actually gotten a couple notifications saying people have like gotten action taken against them, and I hadn't seen one of those in like 4-ish months at least. So that's good. I also noticed that a lot of people said that they've also been initiative for dealing with like cheaters, harassment, you know, like all that shit. It started the launch of Overwatch 2. Covering our latest efforts to bring in a positive and fair gameplay experience to Overwatch 2, we've been taking big steps to help discourage and remove disruptive behavior and cheating, and wanted to share more details with you. I always take when they say this with a grain of salt, because in my own personal experience, I know GM Top 500 is a small bubble, but there's a reason why it's important, is because it's very small and I see the same players every day. There's multiple players that I know that are like extremely racist, homophobic, closet cheating, do like fucked up shit, and they don't get banned for weeks, months, or ever. I still see them to this day. So I take this with a grain of salt. I still want to hear about it. Hold on, what is Defense Matrix? We're glad you asked. Defense Matrix is the name of our collection of efforts to quell cheating, disruptive chat, and griefing issues that negatively impact many multiplayer video games, including Overwatch 2. All right, well, they explained it for you. These efforts are the product of a dedicated task force of developers, researchers, and community experts, all working to improve our existing systems while finding ways to counter disruptive behaviors. Guided by two core principles, we strive to keep Overwatch 2 a positive player experience. The first is fair is fun, meaning all players should have the same level playing field when it comes to the game. The second is to foster a safe and inclusive social experience, working to prevent and discourage disruptive and unwanted behaviors from players. Improving text chat. Text chat is one of the most basic ways players communicate with each other in-game. Previously, there were 3 text chat change settings, unfiltered, which would not have any restrictions, mature, which allowed some adult common language, and friendly, which removed any words identified as obscure, vulgar, or offensive. Starting this season, we are removing the unfiltered text chat option from the social menu since this allowed harmful language and phrases that have no place in our community. I don't know how I feel about that, because this doesn't make the problem go away. That just means you don't see it. You know, it's like just putting a cover over it. Like if someone types literally something racist, it shouldn't just censor it. That person should just like instantly just like, that shit just gets turned off instantly. Like it's just like, that's it, you're done. This is just like putting a little like veil over it, which is like, I get it. Like it's okay, good, but like, you know. We recommend you use the friendly setting. What? We recommend you use the friendly setting if you want to avoid seeing inappropriate or disruptive language that we commonly filter. All new players start with this as their default text chat setting. Interesting. Okay, but again, doesn't really count. The mature text chat option permits some vulgar words commonly seen in open communication in any team-based online game that in many cases are considered acceptable when not in their used to insult or harass other players. Okay. Players who use their text chat filter set to unfiltered have been moved to mature. Regardless of what setting you decide to use, it is never acceptable for anyone to direct disruptive chat towards other players, no matter what language is used. See, that's true, but I remember at the launch of Overwatch 2, there was this article that I read, and it said, like, typing...
No.
It was like tank diff or something diff was like, should be punishable or something like that. I don't remember what it was. It was something very, very like, okay, like, come on, you know, like people shouldn't get banned for that. So, agreed, but there should be some, what's the word for it? You know, there should be a little bit of like, hey, you know, secondhand, like someone should take a look at it, make sure it's like all good. Our filters are constantly updating, but so is the online culture lexicon. If you see anyone using any offensive language that is not being filtered, or anyone working around our filters using altered or misspelled text, please report them in-game for disruptive communication. For all platforms, you can find the report option in the social menu. If you play on a PC, you can also right-click the username directly in the text chat. Yeah, this is true. A lot of people get around it using like other characters and stuff like that. So it's good they're doing something about that, but it's almost borderline impossible to cover all of them. Like, if you looked up at how many ways you can, like, spell certain words with, like, Every character that exists on the internet, there's like hundreds of thousands of ways. It's too much. Expanding disruptive voice chat detection and actioning. We talked previously about our use of machine learning algorithms to help identify, transcribe, and verify reports of disruptive voice chat. The secret AI that's always listening to you whenever you go into voice chat in this game. If you go into voice chat, like the second you go in, there's a message that appears that like all, voice chats are being monitored. There's like a secret AI or some shit that's like, like watching from above. So Monka W. We're proud to have this running effectively in most regions, and we'll continue rolling this out worldwide in all in-game supported languages. We've seen this technology correct negative behavior immediately, with many players improving their disruptive behavior after their first warning. That's kind of cool to hear. I also take this with a grain of salt, though, because the CS, the reporting team of Blizzard is genuinely a little delulu. And I say that with experience. So I've always heard that the best way to make the technology work is that if somebody says something fucked up in your games, you instantly report them. Like, I'm not joking. Like, if you can, like the second you can open the menu and then do it, the closer it is to the incident, the more accurate it can be. However, though, again, you take this all with a grain of salt, because this is a corporate company with this kind of stuff, and they are very, very delulu with it, and they make very bold statements for things that I don't actually think are true. Your reports make a difference. If you encourage disruptive voice chat, please report it as quickly as possible, as this increases this is what I was just saying. The likelihood of disruptive voice chat is captured, transcribed, confirmed, and appropriately action. Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking. Anyways, cracking down on inappropriate naming. Names matter. What we choose to call ourselves in game is an important part of playing the fantasy we want. Ooh, this is a good one. But sometimes they can be disruptive too. We're working on quickly identifying and removing inappropriately named custom games and battle tags. Yeah, you all know there's some custom games out there. Inappropriate custom games. If you encounter inappropriate custom games, please report them directly via the mode's information panel. Custom games deemed inappropriate will be removed and cannot be created the same way again, and actions will be taken on accounts that have maliciously post inappropriate custom games. That's new. Along the lines of inappropriate naming, utilizing user-generated content, features like custom games to advertise services violate our in-game code of conduct. Wait, so I can't make a custom game that says sub to flats? Damn, dude, that's tough. In effort to get rid of such cases, we're increasing the requirement for new accounts to be able to name custom games up to 25 unranked or arcade games played. That's actually pretty good. Because I never thought about that. You could probably just spam new accounts and just the first thing I think of is cheat providers, cheat program. You could literally advertise a website or something, a place to get it using the custom games thing, and then you just endlessly farm accounts and it wouldn't really matter. But by making them play games, that makes it a barrier of entry, and barriers of entry for this kind of stuff is really, really good. Speaking of which, combating cheating at its source. Cheaters are never fun to play with, and we have a zero tolerance policy towards cheating and botting in Overwatch 2. Since Overwatch 2's launch, we've detected and banned over 250,000 accounts for cheating. That's pretty good. Worldwide, that's, I think, a little... you know what, that's actually pretty good. I'm not even gonna say anything. That's pretty good, actually, even worldwide. We're continuously refining our anti-cheat detection and prevention systems. We have definitely seen here on this channel, sometimes it's sleeping. And to strengthen the game against cheating and bonding, your reports will help us identify new cheat programs as well as cheating players, so keep reporting. You know what would actually be a cool feature? Is if you could report from replay codes. Although that could be... Nah, that's a slippery slope, because then people would probably use Reddit and shit to go after people. I say that because when people submit shit to me, I can't do anything about it. I can't even hit the buttons in game. No more benefiting from cheaters. Whoa. Okay. We previously shared that we were taking actions on accounts that conspicuously group up with cheaters in an attempt to benefit from the cheating. Already, we've suspended and banned thousands of accounts verified as grouping with cheaters. The rollout of the system in regional tests has proven successful, and we'll be expanding to new regions worldwide. This is very interesting because there's definitely people who do this.
Yeah.
People do this, especially in like the top 500. It's like very not talked about. It's like very underground.
Yeah, no.
But there is definitely people who want to get really high up.
Yeah.
And they'll group with somebody who is either cheating or someone who's really, really low rank, like GM3, GM4, to get easier.
No, I had it when I was like,
and it's very dodgy, which is why I've always been kind of annoyed with the argument about stacking. People are like, oh, you know, if people all play together, they're just gonna farm to high rank. Yeah, doing it as good players. People are already doing it in like really underhanded ways, you know. Like I was like, guys, like, hello, this like it already exists. Like your argument already, it's real. It's just
I got more.
Anyways.
Fit.
That's a whole other side, though. I don't want to get into that.
Screwing up.
If you see something
I wasn't
suspicious,
bad,
please
I
continue
just
to report
wasn't
the cheaters
fit.
and not others on the cheaters team. Once the cheater is correctly identified, we'll take actions in the players group of the
I'm
cheaters
so
separately
unfit.
as
Just because I'm fast
necessary.
doesn't mean
I wonder
I'm
if they
fit.
take into account if they insta-leave group as they get into a game, because
so-
that's very common.
Like my endurance is so bad.
If you don't know about the little tactic you can do when you're in ranked, is basically if you're in a ranked game and you're going against somebody on the enemy team,
Well,
you can invite them to your group, and one of two things will appear. It'll say, you cannot invite this person because they're in a competitive match, which means they're solo queue. Or it will say they're already in a group, and then by process of elimination, you go down the list, and you can find out if people are duoed, trioed, if it's a 5-stack, etc. People know this, though. People know that exists, so what they'll do is they'll queue into a game, and they'll instantly leave their group, so then it looks like they're all solo queue. So I wonder if Blizzard knows that. If they don't know that, that's a big scary. Anyways, the value of reporting. Okay, but what does my reporting really matter? Yes. It's important to report disruptive behavior as you see it. Yes, and I'm glad that we're getting the messages again, because the sentiment publicly, and I share this sentiment in a lot of ways, is that reporting doesn't do anything. Along with continued development of the defense matrix, your reports help verify consistently disruptive players and will help us identify emerging trends in disruptive behavior as the culture in online games continues to evolve. They really, really, really need to make sure that the message that you get for like thank you for reporting doesn't bug anymore, because I've heard that it's bugged before and it's like, oh, like, you know, it wasn't sending them out, but it still works. That doesn't matter. That needs to always be online, because if that's not online, people don't think that it's worth it, and they won't report as often. And I speak from my own personal experience. I used to report much more than I do now, because I don't think it actually works. That's just genuinely my own personal opinion. I still will, but like, not as often as I used to. Not as often as I used to. So I would hope that trust in the system becomes rebuilt over time. And to make sure you know how important your report is, we're working to improve timely feedback on your reports, such as providing more consistent login notifications when your reports result in successful actions against misconduct. They're kind of like predicting what I was going to ask for, so that's good. That's a very good sign.
yeah.
When you see that notification, a player you reported such that has been actioned for disruptive behavior,
Neil doesn't have class.
so that you can see the positive impact of your reporting. Please keep up the good work. Thank you, heroes, for your continued efforts to help keep Overwatch 2 a fun, fair game for everyone to play. That's very good. Again, though, this has been said before. I'm not.
Yeah, what do you put down?
Sunday night.
Huh?
Sunday night, he said. Yeah.
Saying that they're not going to, but it's been said before. Many times. I've been playing this game for years, and unfortunately, I have seen these things with my own two eyes, and especially at the launch of Overwatch 2, you have a lot of the older players clashing with the newer players, because a lot of the older players are more almost doomer, quote, and they're like, well, you know, like, oh, you just hate everything. No, dude, this is experience. So I'm willing to sit here and just, you know, we'll hear it out. We'll take a look. But we have seen this before with our own eyes. We've heard this before with our own ears. So I'm glad that they're making an effort and they're going to try to keep showing that. But I will see it whenever it comes out. So I want you to keep reporting. I hope that people are have faith in the system again. We'll see.
Let me hit balls with stick. Okay, hold on. Let's get a feel for the course. I don't think I'm getting through that tree. Oh, and straight into the bunker? No, thank you. I think we can go over here. I think we can definitely go over here. What do you guys think? You guys are my caddy. You need to keep me in check. You need to call the shots here. So swing right? Okay, you guys got it. You're the caddy. Okay, here we go. Woo! I don't golf much, but that sounded like a really bad sound. Oh. In the fucking bunker. What kind of bunker is this? It's not a sand trap. It's just sand that someone sprinkled out on the course like a child. And I pay $1,400 a month for this? How much is a country club membership? How much do you think I can get from a kidney?
That much, yeah.
Okay, whatever this is, if it even is sand, had no effect on the slowdown of that ball. Ooh, but we're looking kind of good though. Ooh, but that's kind of tasty. That's kind of a sick shot. That's doable. Doable? Winnable? Oh, I don't like that it's not perfectly aligning up the way I want. That's probably as close as I'm gonna get. Oh, beauty. Oh, say goodnight, Irene. Birdie, baby!
Hey.
What?
The course is closed.
I know. I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know. Jeez. He scared the crap out of me.
Well, it is. So you should get going.
Can I stay?
I'm getting out of here. Don't break anything.
Okay. Start hole 4. Okay, bye, Mr. Man. He didn't try very hard to stop me, did he? Don't kill me. There's a gun in this bag. I can beat the shit out of you with a golf club. I'll treat your face like a par 4. I'll treat your face like a par 2, which means I'm going to hit 4 shots over on your face. Y'all ever think about how the moon kind of looks like a big golf ball? Do you think that's what happened? God just smacked the moon right at Earth, hit it by accident, and then was like, I'll take the bogey. I'll take the drop. Hole 4. Watch out for the middle of this course as the land slopes into the water. More golf balls can be purchased at the clubhouse. Oh, I'm totally going to lose golf balls, aren't I? I feel like it. Let's get a little look first. A little look-see. Let's get a little goosey gander on this one. Slopes into water. Oh, you mean here? That's fine. I'm not even going to get close to this. What are you talking about? I'm going straight down this fairway. Keep her a little to the right now. Keep her hugging that. Because you want to end up over there. Actually, who knows where I'm going to end up. Let's just see. We'll see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? My ball
Did you
goes
make
into the
that
water. Oh
50 or
no, I can swim. This shot is going to be a beauty, and I'm a beast. That's looking good. That's looking good. I like the look of that shot. Golf is my hidden talent that I never knew I had. Look at that shot. Perfectly placed. Like an egg in a bird's nest. Oh, baby, oh, buddy, oh, pal. And now that's over there, so we're just gonna... You son of a fuck! What kind of a bad bounce is that? Huh? What kind of a bad bounce? Are these fairways made out of concrete? That's not how physics work! Okay, fine, let's see how this one goes. Well, that one just didn't have any fucking oomph in it, did it? My confidence is shattered. This one, I have the upper body strength of a toddler. Double bogey! Ew, ew, gross. Just send me away. I don't want anyone to see me anymore. I don't want to be here. This is disgusting. I'm disgusting. Pack me up and ship me away. No one deserves to look at me. Hole 5. Par 4. Please be careful. For safety reasons, we ask that you do not shoot over the cliff wall. Can't tell me what to do. And I have no idea what I'm doing. So what are we gonna do, huh? We don't have a choice other than to just... and see what happens. Is the horror aspect of this game how horrible these fairways are? Calling up management. Be the master of your own destiny. Be the master of your own destiny. She a little too hard on that one. She a little too walloped on that one. Is that tiny speck? I don't even think this will show up in the video. There's like a tiny speck of white way in the distance. Is that the green? Oh, that's looking juicy. That's looking top dollar, my dude. It's puttable. That tiny white dot was... Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. Ew! Ew! Why is his mouth like that? Ew! What happened? That's so freaky! Okay, you're dead anyway, so I'm just gonna put this. I'm gonna put this away, and then I'm gonna put whoever did that to you behind bars. Like, I'm sorry you're dead and everything, but like, the game's the game. It's your fucking fault. It's your fault. You're dead and I'm missing my shots. I'm distracted now. Emotional damage. Are you fucking kidding me? Hey, if you're alive and you're faking that, can you hit my ball in? If I don't touch it, then it'll still count as my shot. When they say it's a tap in, they mean you, dead body. Double bogey. I got a double bogey and it's your fault. Ah, let's wash my balls. Oh yeah, don't